Very good day to all of you. I'm Ifat with Let's Learn English channel. As you remember, in the last video we have discussed in detail the study of words, that is called morphology, and we have discussed that the smallest unit of language is not the word, they are the morphemes. Morpheme and morphology basically discuss the structure of the word, how do they change, how do they behave, how do they change their meaning, how do they change their even the part of speech. So we have attached tiny bits with the base form, with the base word that have meaning, and we have changed their meaning, or we have changed their structural form. In this video, we will discuss in detail the kinds of affixes. The very first kind and the very common one is if the word is believe. You all know the meaning of believe, to believe in something. How we will change it? By adding a little tiny bit of un and able. So the new word is unbelievable. If we only add believable, it will form a single word, and if we add un, it will make another word. So the first word will be unbelievable and the second will be believable. What we have done so far, that we put two tiny attachment with the word with the base form believe. So believe is the root word or the base word. We have put un in front of it, before it, so it will be called prefix, and able at the end, so it will be postfix, most commonly known as suffix. Well, this is the most simple definition of the affixes that you have ever known. That if the attachment is before the word, it will be called prefix, and if it is after the word, it will be called postfix. Well, we will do the exercise of it, how the base form take the different little tiny attachments that are called morphemes, and how do they change the word. Rather, they change the word and they change the meaning and they change the grammatical structure, and sometimes they don't change the grammatical structure. They are called little inflections that change the grammatical part of it. Like in the last video we have done, if bad was adjective, by adding ly with it, we have changed this. The word not only have changed the meaning but also this grammatical structure as well, and that is now it is adverb. Affixes vary in different respects, in different aspects. This is the most simple definition. Now if I say the word goose, and if I change the central morpheme to make it plural, what it will become? It will become geese. If the word is able and I add un, it will become unable. Now able has different meaning, un has different meaning. Here we didn't change the structure. Here we change the singular and plural form. Sometimes when we change the central morpheme, that are called, sometimes they are vowels, sometimes they are consonant. When we change them, they not only change the meaning, they also change the gender. They also change, here we have changed the gender, and sometimes they change singular into plural, like tooth, teeth, foot, feet. So what we are doing, we are just changing the central morphemes of the base word, and not only changing the meaning but also changing the grammatical structure, and as well as singular and plural. Basically, morphology, that is the study of words, is totally based on the structure of the words. How do they change, how do they behave, where do they change. Sometimes we don't change the central morpheme, we just add little tiny letters, like we did in the last video, that was drink, and we add s, and you know very well that if we add s, it will become a present simple, and he, and we use it with singular noun, that he, she, it. He drinks water. And sometime if the word is play, what we will add with it, we will add ed. So what do you think? What we have we made a new word? Definitely it's not a new word, it has just changed the form of it. Play is used in present, and if we add ed with it, it will become a past tense. So ed is also known as morpheme, and again a little attachment. So we have changed this grammatical structure of the word. Like if I say bring, it will be changed like brought. Again, it is brought is the past form of the word bring. We use bring in present simple, and we use in it's in past simple. But what we are doing, these are the structure of the words, these are the examples of the affixes. How do they change the word? Again, sometime affixes totally change the part of speech. Like if the word is center, what it will be? Definitely this will come into the category of noun. If I say central, what I did, I just removed e from here and add al. Again, this al, we are using it as a suffix or a postfix. We cannot add this e with it. If we will do, the word will become central, not central. So to focus on the word, we have removed e from here and add al, the suffix. And now in what category of parts of speech it will come? This idea is central to this philosophy. So central will be adjective. If I say centralize, what it will become then? Center is noun, central is adjective, centralize again it is noun. Sorry, it's not noun, it will be verb. If I say decentralize, so by adding d, we have just changed the meaning of centralize, and now it will come into the category of again noun. So affixes are what we have learned so far, that affixes are of many kinds and they change in very different ways. Sometime we change the central morpheme of the word, sometime we add tiny bits in front of the word, sometime at the back of the word, sometime by adding tiny bits of the word we change the grammatical structure of the word, and sometime we totally change the part of the speech. So again, For a little more practice, we will go towards base form, postfix and prefix. As the name shows, pre mean before and post mean after. So we will do little practice to make the things more clear for you. So it's logic. The word is logic. If I add ill, I add prefix before illogic and I add postfix or suffix -cal. So the new word is illogical. The base word is clock. Clock, as you all know, that tells us the time. If I add anti as prefix and wise as postfix, what will be the new word? Anti-clockwise. It is changing the meaning of the word. Anti-negate, ill-negate the meaning of the word. So this is anti-clockwise. But if I say the word is antique, what will you say? An is prefix, antique is what? Let's do. The word is antique. What should we do? Should I put teak here? Does it look like a base word or the central word or the root word? If I add an in front of it, so an will be considered as a prefix? No, it's not the case. Actually, antique basically is the base form. Sometimes it happens that by looking or by looking at the formation of the word, we feel like that these words can be the prefix or the postfix of the base word. But we have to check whether by changing or by taking apart the tiny bit, if the word gave the meaning, a considerable meaning, then it will be a word. So teak is not a word at all. It doesn't have a meaning. So the word is antique. Antique means very old. So it will not come into the, it will come into the category of base form, but an here is not categorized as prefix. So there are a lot more things to discuss about the base form. What we have to check whether the word, what is the base word and what kind of prefixes and postfixes we have added to it. Affixes, now come to the conclusion. Affixes change the meaning of the word. Affixes change the grammatical structure of the word. Affixes change from the center to change the part of the speech. Affixes change sometimes the gender. Affixes change sometimes the tense form, and affixes sometimes change the singular and plural form as well. I hope this is enough for you, but this topic is very deep, and in the next video we will talk about the grammar of the word. There are a lot more things to discover about the morphology, the study of the word, the structure of the word, or the grammar of the word. Till the next video, goodbye to all of you.